Hi, good morning, friends. Today we are going to see fundamental concepts in Python. Very simple concept is, as a beginner of the any programming language, you should have the idea about these basic things. So I'm trying to explain those concepts to you. So earlier we discussed about some concepts in the Python. One of the topics I covered in the first session, I explained that introduction to Python I covered. What is Python, what type of applications they are going to use Python, so who can learn Python, so what are the features are there in the Python. These all things we discussed. What are the versions are there. Next, Python installation, which we discussed. The third one, different areas where we can write and run Python programs. That's what we discussed. What are the different areas I said? Ideally is the one REPL tool which is provided by the Python during installation time itself. Second one, from the command prompt using PowerShell window, Python shell window, how we are going to get from the command prompt. But these two are not that much convenient to write the big programs in Python. So we can go for the IDs for that where I said that HRM ID we can use it is. Okay. So we have setup now in our system. We have the setup to write the Python programs. Now, what I want to say here, how we can go for the write in the programs. Now we are starting how to write the programs. I am explaining from the scratch. Everything detail I am explaining to you. If something you are not able to understand, try to provide in the comment section so that I am going to give the more clarification coming recording sessions. Okay. So, but everyone should write something and execute it. Whatever concepts I explain, I will write in front of you in this session that you have to write yourself also and see the output how it is. That's what you have to fill the subject. Okay. Now today my agenda here I want to explain to you. So comments in Python using semicolon, print function, using single, double, and triple quotation quotes in print function, split a statement into multiple lines. These are the some basic stuff I'm going to provide to you. Try to concentrate this. Okay. So then not only this, we are going to cover that input function is there, how to read the user inputs during runtime. About indentation, I'm going to explain to you. That's the important concept we are going to discuss. Try to concentrate. First one, comments in Python. Comments can be used to explain Python code. It increases readability of the code. Comments for the user perspective, comments are going to provide, not for the Python interpreter purpose. User to understand. Suppose understand my here. I'm writing a small program here like this. So x equal to 10, y equal to 20. Then z equal to x plus y. Then I want to go for the print of z. Small program I written. Who doesn't have any idea by seeing this, they may not understand this one. What I want to do here, I want to say something about this program. Program to find sum of given two numbers. But whenever I written here the first line, it's showing some error. That means my page I'm trying to compile that one. This is not understandable for the compiler. There's a problem. Now error is showing that. Now I want to make it comment. No need to interpret this one. I want to say it is. For that you can prefix that line with a hash like this. I'll also change it like this. Now there is no error it is. If I run, the output you got here like this. But someone when they are going to see that they can able to understand or not. like this. This is the commenting we are going to call. So comments can be used to explain Python code. It increases readability of the code. To comment a single line, shortcut is control plus forward slash we can use. Or manual also you can give the hash. Prefix a line with hash character. By default, they are automatically terminated by end of the line. The comments by default end of the line it is. Okay. To comment, suppose Python tutorial in Telugu, hash if I given, that is going to be commented. To comment block of statements in Python ID only, not in the IDLE like that. It is not possible here. Here it is not possible block of statements you want to give. So comment. In ID you want to comment. This block of statements I want to comment. What I can do here, you can first beginning of the line give the double quotes like this. Three double quotes you have to maintain here. End also we can go for the three double quotes. That's going to be comment. So block of statements you want to comment, you can go for like this. So instead of this, you want to go for the all this one. The hash also you can give. Select all these lines. You can go for the control forward slash. Similar way, you want to uncomment this one. Select these lines. Again, same shortcut. Control forward slash. To uncomment also you can go for that. Okay, like this. The good practice when you are going to write program, someone need to understand your logic. Means you give the comment section that what purpose that logic is implemented. So others it is easy to understand. The first concept comment. Next one using semicolon. Now in this program, I written some statements. If I go for Java, every line we have to suffix with the semicolon, which is mandatory there. But in Python, so suffix with semicolon is not mandatory. If I give, is it going to throw any error? You observe that. I'm giving here, so it is not giving the any error here. That means the semicolon is not mandatory. Semicolon is not mandatory here. So it is optional. Okay. So now sometimes what I want to do, I want to go for the four steps are written. This all four steps I want to go for in one line I want to specify. Then you can write like this. Separate with the semicolon. Then you can write like this. So like this we are going to do. Okay. I am going to run it is. We got the 30 here like this. Right. So now the other possibility here more like this instead of going to this one. You can go like this also. X comma y equal to 10 comma 20. Then print of x plus y. You can write. So here I need to go for the this assigning the values. Then I want to go output like this also we can write. If I run, see basic things. You write yourself and see the output how it is coming. Such a way you have to practice. Next one print. Now I use a print. What is the use of that print means whatever message is given in that print, that value will be displayed to you in the console. Further, we can go for the print. To print user messages during runtime, we can go for the print. There's a print I used here. So here also suppose print. I want to say that Madhukar. Thank you. But showing something like this, if I run it is so ideally what we are going to call REPL. REPL means read, evaluate, print. Now I written like print Madhukar. See some error is showing that. That means it is not right way to define the string values. So print. So string means in a single quote or double quotes you can accept. So you can give that one in single quotation or double quotation. What the QAIT I give, right? If I run it this, I got the output. What the QAIT. Same thing. I try to go for the print of within double quotes. Madhukar QAIT. It also don't also. You can go for the string within single quotation or double quotation also. It won't allows to you. Now suppose numbers I want to give. So print numbers when I are going to give, don't give in double quotes. So it allows you like this print. Okay. So this editor is more understandable. So I can say that print. Generally, I will prefer single quotation in Python. My channel name is Madhukar QAIT. Like this, I give one. If I try to run, that will be printed in the console. This is the console section. We're going to print. Okay. Now, what I want, my channel is printed. The Madhukar query next time I want to print it. Then, so this backslash n we have to use. Backslash n I use. Now, if I run it is, see, my channel name it. Some same message I want to print. So in different lines, means I can go for the backslash n we can use it is. There is a print. Some other options are there. We'll see that. Using single, double, and triple quotes in print function. So string means I said that you can go for single quotation or double quotation. Now I want to go for like this. Try to understand. Hmm. The output I want to go for like this. Page ID is this is the output I want to get. Okay. So now now see that error is showing that. So in this case, single quote is there means which I want display. You can go for the double quotes enter string. Now no error is showing that. If I run it is got the output like this. Okay, there's a one possibility. Or else you can go for the backslash. So even though I give a single quotation only, but I want to ignore the property of this single quotation means you can go for the backslash. Here backslash we are going to call escape character we are going to call. It ignore the property of that special single quotation special meaning is that meaning it going to ignores. Now see that no error is showing that. We got the same output here. Similar way, maybe in a string I have the double quotes I want to print. Print. So Python language. This one I want to print. So in that case, you can go for the single quotation. Try to give single quotation like this. Now see that how the output we are going to get. Python language. That is why they given this mechanism is like this to get. Next thing, print. Python programs are more suitable to write in IDEs. Now you observe here what is there for me. Python is the in double quotes it is. I wanted this language more suitable to write in IDEs. So then I want to double quotes as well as single quote also I want to get. In that case, what I can do, I can go for the entire string in triple quotes. I can give it is triple quotes. You can give like this. I got more. See that Python programs are more suitable to write in IDEs like this. So observe that when to go for the single quotation. So when to go for the double quotes. By default, single quotation. Maybe the string contains your single quotation or double quotation also. In that case, we can go for the like this. Backslash also we can use like this. We can use backslash. Python language. It will also prefer. Now here also I give double quotes. Right. Here also I give double quotes. Different possibilities. I'm showing it. Either one you have to choose it. That is your choice. Okay. So now we got this one single, double, and triple quotes in print like this. Next one, split a statement to multiple lines. Now here I written the big line like this. I put let me run this one. What is the output I am going to get? See that. Python programs are more suitable to write in IDEs. But here, same line, I want to go for the two steps like this. If I run, executing. What I did here, call single quotation, here also single quotation. Instead of that, just you can give the backward slash also you can. Like generally, if you are going to write the notes in English notes when we are going to write one word middle is there. You want to say that there is a continuity in the next line. Then what we are going to use? Underscore we are going to use or not. The similar way, backslash we can use here. My comparable knows that so there is a continuity in the next line. Continuity in the next line going to knows it is. Like this we can go. This is one possibility. In more suitable. The space is there here. You can remove it is. Now there is no space. Now you run it is without space you are going to get one character space I want. Now you run it is. This is one possible. Now I'm not interested use the backslash. Single quotation here also single quotation you can. Then also going to assume that there is a continuity in the next line. Using more single quotations in the line is not that much meaningful, so better go for the backslash. Right. That's the one. Next one. Escape characters. Now I want to write the message in one line only, but output I want to display like this. Okay. If I run it is output display in the same line. Now output I want to display two lines. More suitable. So now ID is I want to display the next line. Just you have to go for the backward slash and it is. If you run. the id is. Now same line I want to sprint, but I want to go for the tab, that much space I want. Here there is no space I given, but tab I want display. Tab space. When you give the after enter this, when you click on tab, how much space you are going to get, that much space I want to get. See, tab space I are going to get. So for new line, horizontal tab it is return. After printing that again from the beginning I want to go. That means here now it will print up to here. Again I want to go back here and I want to start printing again remaining string. That means simple I want to override the value. Okay. So how we can go for this? Let's say R here. Run it is. See, only IDs are going to get it. It will print. Control will go to here. Again start printing to override the existing value. The same line it is. Okay, that is R. Then backspace. Backspace means after enter the this entire string here. If I go for the slash B, so if I go for the B means what N is going to remove or not. Observe the output how it is getting. So in I N is not there. That means after N printing, it go for the backspace like this. One cat going to remove string. Backspace. Then we have the single quotes, double quotes. I said that. What this escape character is going to that? So to insert the characters that are illegal in a string, use an escape character. Illegal means the meaning which is there here. That meaning I want to ignore for the character. An escape character is a backslash followed by the character you want to insert. Next one, my input function. To read user inputs during runtime, we can go for the input function. The syntax is going to be X variable equal to input of user message. Python stops executing when it comes to the input function and continues when user has given some input. Okay, let us see an example here. So X equal to input, enter any name. Then I want to say that print of X. Here case sensitive or not case sensitive. We can go for the X it is. Lowercase here also X. Now if I run it is already I printed. Enter any name. Now I'm going to enter the Deepa I entered. Let me run once again here. I enter the Deepa. Click on enter. You got the value here. Some message I want to meaningful way I want to display. Entered name is plus X. If I run it is so now Deepa entered. Enter name is Deepa like this. Okay, input just to read the user input. Sometimes later you want to go for the login operation. You want to in order to do the login operation execution time you want to give the user input. So there is a dynamic data submission we are going to call. For that case, you can go for the input functions in your automation scripts. So to give the your inputs to check the application functionalities. At that time, you can go for the input function. We can use it is right. Next, last concept here, indentation in Python. So indentation refers to the spaces at the beginning of the code line. So where in other programming languages, the indentation in the code is for readability only. But in Python, indentation is very important. The indentation in Python is very important. Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. So let us understand my here. If I go for Java here in Java language, if I go for the indentation here like this, so I have multiple steps are there. I can go for the brackets like this. This is one block we are going to call. Here we can go for the one block. But whereas in this space which I give, it is not mandatory. Without space also you can write going to execute. But when you go for the Python here, so the space which I given here, if I have a couple of steps I want to execute in this block, everything has to be in the same indentation should be maintained. Here also same indentation should be maintained. Then only it considers it is a one block. It is also one block it going to consider. Indentation is very important. Okay, so this is the fundamental concepts of the Python. Now next session I am going to explain the, so what are the different kind of literals are there, variable declaration, data types, these things we are going to discuss. So everything very simple. Try to understand it is concept and try to write whatever example wise I given, just to write. So here I am not explaining any conditional statements. That's the reason I'm not executing this one. Just understand the indentation is nothing but a space which you are going to give before your statement. That is indentation are going to call. Okay. Multiple steps or have the same indentation that considers a one block. Your Python editors are going to consider like that. Okay. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel. Try to forward the videos to your friends also are interested to learn the Selenium with Python. Thank you.